Hello, everyone. Happy spooky season. We're getting closer and closer and closer to Halloween. I just want to say hello and welcome everyone tonight. I'm so glad you're here. Say hi when you get here. Let me know how it's going. Hi, stay tuned. Glad to see you here. Give me a wave, give me an emoji. I have a lot of stuff happening all at once. So I'm going to go through everything one at a time. So tomorrow morning, I have book club streaming here live on YouTube. I also have, I'll be providing a Zoom link. Last time the Zoom link glitched really bad, so hopefully this time it'll be better. So that's tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. We're on chapter 6 of Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth, the book that changed my life and launched my spiritual journey many years ago, thanks to Mandy. Next, I have the Soul Twin Stars podcast. This morning's episode is here on YouTube and all other platforms with myself and Lady Shadow, and we talk about toxic positivity and spiritual sovereignty. Excellent episode. Please check it out. There's a lot of really good information in there if you're on a spiritual journey. Monday morning meditation for non-meditators. Excuse me. Monday morning meditation for non-meditators is around 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Some weeks I'm live, some weeks I repost a meditation. Just depends on how things are going in my schedule. Magical Mondays, Monday evening with myself and Lady Shadow, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Join myself and Aunt Jen, 888, Wednesday morning at 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern, to learn all about how to continue your healing journey and self-love. Members only live tonight at 9:15. So I'm going to be on here about an hour and 15 minutes or so. And then I'll have a members only live. Every new member tonight, everyone that becomes a new member tonight gets a free 3-card email tarot reading. And I have, from a couple of dollars and on up for memberships. Every gift, super chat, or sticker tonight gets put in a drawing for a free one-on-one reading. If I get a big group, I'll do 2 readings. Private spiritual guidance, one-on-one. Oh no, it misspelled that. Well, one-on-one or card readings on sale, $79. Private one-on-one mediumships on sale for $99. Learn mediumship at your own pace, links below, or become your own medium. I have digital workbooks. I don't know why I have a tickle in my throat. And I have paperback on Amazon. Hi, Trent. So glad to see you. Hi, Gina. Hi, Miss Jackson. Hi, Steph. Hi, Carol. Hi, Missy. Hi, Joyce. I don't know why I have a tickle in my throat. I haven't had it all day. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Manx Girl. Hi, Steel Toe Sandals. Hi, Wisdom Seeker. Hi, hello, Lucille. Hi, Miss Jackson, and hi, Beachcomber. I have no idea why I'm having a tickle in my throat. Seems pretty early for that. I did do a lot of readings today. Maybe that's why. Do you like my new spooky setup? This is my temporary Halloween setup. So I've got my, hello, stay tuned. I've got my, I don't know if you can see the little skull with the eyes coming out of it. And my girl Vivian, my mentee, one of my mentees, sent me this crow because I kept saying that, and I took pictures and sent it to my family with my black cat. Some of you may know that I adopted my son's 17-year-old black cat because him and his wife have a new baby. And it was just a bit much with the elderly cat and the new baby. And the cat wasn't happy. So we're like, well, we'll take it. So we have the new beautiful cat. I brought her on before when she wanders into my office. And I kept saying, all I need is a crow and my transformation will be complete. And so my girl Vivian, who's on a wonderful spiritual journey. If Vivian's on here, usually she pops in, ask her where she got it. So now I just want to keep it here on my shoulder all the time. So I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited. So there's my crow. And I have my little skull candle. I cut a hole in it and put an electronic candle because I didn't want to catch my room on fire. And this one, oh, Vivian, you missed it. I was just talking about the crow. Oh, and there's a bone. I don't know if you can see, that's got a bone frame around a black candle. And this little house I got at Michael's, the craft store. And I painted it Halloween colors, and I put little purple lights in it. So I'm pretty excited. It's spooky season. Oh, she got the crow on eBay. Okay. Awesome. All right. So Manx girl, Gina, stay tuned. Missy. Yay. Oh, thank you, Carol. Yeah. So some of you may have noticed I changed these out. Each season I'm gonna change it, but it's spooky season, so we got to have spooky stuff. And then this little skeleton lady I got at the Mexico Pavilion. My husband bought it for me in Epcot. So I've got she always stays in my office, though. She's always in my office. So it's the cutest one. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay. So tomorrow, who is going to High Shifting Veils? Anybody going to participate in the No Kings rally? Hi, Gail. Hello, everyone. Anybody participating in the No Kings marches, I guess, or protests, whatever they're calling them? Let me know. I personally, some people were giving me crap when I was on Linda G the other day because I literally cannot do it because of my physical problems. Good. Hi, Luna Rose. Hi, Lisa. I personally have physical problems that will not allow me to be out in the streets for an extended period of time. So good job taking two people with you. But I do plenty of outreach in other ways. So hi, Mangled. Yay, Mangled's here. Mangled is my moderator, so if things get crazy. Hi, Beachcomber. So if things get crazy, one night I came on here to do readings and it got so crazy. My girl Kathy had to come on and help me because I didn't know how to get a moderator. So here we are. All right. There's one around the corner. I would need a good chair. Yeah. I have, I had very severe endometriosis and it has left me with some problems because they didn't get it all out. And so I have some problems that disallow me from being out in public like that for an extended period. And I have also, I have, I'm just laughing at Mangled. I keep my pimp hand strong. That's awesome. I have extremely bad plantar fasciitis in my right foot because I injured my right foot and ankle like 2-3 years ago, and it never really healed properly. So not a lot of walking for me. Let's see. Shifting said I'll be medicated and have cannabis pain cream too. Yes. And I will say that the hemp or THC topical is excellent, especially if you get the like super powered one. Okay, questions, comments. Remember, every new member tonight gets a free email tarot card reading. Every super chat sticker or gift or whatever gets in a drawing for a free one-on-one reading. So, hello. Let's see. Shifting Veils, I will have a chair for when I can't stand. That's smart. That's very smart. Okay. Plus, I'm in Florida. So, not so great. Mangled, I'm going to text you. I can figure it out real quick. All right, give me questions. Let me know. Oh, I can't. I'll email you real quick, Mangled. All right, so I was on Linda G the other night. It was wonderful. We talked about all kinds of amazing and interesting topics that are going on right now. Let's see. Comments. All right, I'm emailing you real quick, Mangled. This is what I put in at the beginning. All right, now I'm back. All right. Ooh, Dawn, great question. Hi, Aunt Jen. Did you see my crow? Rewind it. I want you to see the beginning. Okay, so Shifting Veil says Pasco County. Mangled said, I'm feisty and have medical issues. I'll get arrested or go on away in a meat wagon. I'll be at home. Yeah, I have some feistiness as well. Dawn, why am I smelling cigarette smoke all the time? So we have, let me get rid of this Halls before I choke on it. Cigarette smoke, smelling scents, perfume, cigarette smoke, a special kind of flower, cologne, whatever. Those are through our sense of clair aliens. That's a clear smelling. And we get that when our loved ones in spirit come around us. Now, if you don't have anyone in spirit who smoked, it could just be a random soul passing through saying, here I am, because souls they can go anywhere. They're not just souls that you know personally, aren't the only ones that you can encounter. So when you're smelling the cigarette smoke, let's say you have, I don't know, a brother or somebody who smoked that passed away, and you smell the smoke, that's their way of coming in your awareness and saying, I'm here, I'm around you. I just want you to know I'm safe and at peace. I just am looking out for you. I'm guiding you. Things like that. My mom was a smoker. There's two things I smell from her horrible perfume called Taboo. If you know, you know. Ugh. But she loved it. And cigarette smoke. So I'll smell both of those for her. Luna, can you see if my green card renewal will go okay? I'm really scared. Listen, everybody's really scared. And I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards. Now, tarot is a guide. Tarot is a mirror. Tarot is not a yes or no situation. Okay. So I do not ever make exact, precise predictions because, and this is a flipper right here. This one flipped. I don't make exact, precise predictions because, especially in our country right now, things are so unpredictable. The moon. So this is telling me what you're going through right now. You're afraid. There's illusions. There's things that aren't clear. So this is confirming what you're feeling. And anxiety, deception, subconscious fears. Now I will say, all you can do is do your due diligence. Do all your paperwork, do everything the way you're supposed to. Make sure every single box is checked. Every piece of identification is up to date, everything. Just make sure you do everything you can logistically, and then meditate, breathe through it. Listen, I worked for a school in San Francisco during Trump 1.0, And we had to have a faculty meeting because they were going to send ice aid. What they're doing now, they were going to do then, but never really got to the degree it is now. And we had to have a faculty meeting because many of our students were DACA recipients, and we had to decide which teachers would house which students if their parents got taken away, or if what would we do if ICE came to our school. It was terrifying, and I'm sure other schools are having that discussion now. So I send you all of the best, all of the best, all of the peace, all of the energy you need, but just make sure every single thing is in line, that anything you can logistically do, make sure you do it well and just breathe through it. All of us are full of anxiety. Trust me, we are all here supporting you. Oh, thank you. Stay tuned. You and Linda are great together. Thank you. And Wisdom Seeker, also in Florida, she gets it. Gina said, I had a crazy reaction from my Botox migraines. I also had trouble walking earlier today. What the heck? Can you pull some cards? I'm going to pull this deck. I almost feel like I should. No, I'm going to pull this deck. Okay. Crazy reaction. Sometimes, so Botox is a form of botulism. And sometimes maybe they hit the wrong spot. Have you had that before? I probably won't see your comment because they're way below. Okay. For Gina. Oh, let me. I just keep hearing neurological. This is a cosmic energy deck. If the shuffling's loud, ooh, did you see that fly out? Give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. So this tells me that migraines can be brought on by stress, and this makes me feel like you have some extra stress in your life that you could manage in a different way. Give yourself some credit for what you're doing, and be careful with any kind of. I understand. I've had migraines several times in my life, and they are horrific. But be careful with something like Botox. And I would like to know if you've ever had Botox injections for this before, because it is botulism. It's just a very small bit of it to deaden the nerves. So be careful with it. And if you had a bad reaction, definitely I wouldn't suggest getting it. Again, not a medical doctor, but it seems like it would be kind of dangerous. All right. So every new member tonight at any level gets a 3-card email reading. Every gift, super chat, or sticker tonight gets put in a drawing for a free one-on-one reading, a one-on-one full reading with me. Members only live tonight at 9:15 Eastern. Mangled, my mother-in-law still wears white diamonds. Let's see. Shifting Veils. Can you tell me who visits me when I'm in the hospital or bedridden, smelling like fresh baked? Again, smelling like fresh baked chocolate cookies. I don't know anyone that has passed that it fits. Literally, it could be anybody. Could be a great grandma that you never knew. Could be a spirit guide that was related to you in another life. If it's someone this throat is killing me. If it's someone you never knew, I could just make something up, right? And that's not ethical. I don't want to make something up. this is what I recommend. When you smell the cookies, okay, take some deep breaths because obviously cookies smell delicious, right? Take 3 deep breaths and close your eyes. If you're in a place that you can do that, take 3 deep breaths and close your eyes and just pause and just ask, who are you? And you should get an image or a name or a feeling pretty immediately. It happens pretty quickly. So I would pause and ask, who are you? If you get an answer, which likely you will, if you get an answer, ask, who are you? Get an answer. Then ask, why are you here? Now, you may ask the question and the smell might go away and they might disappear. That's okay. Keep trying. Ask, who are you? Why are you here? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to tell me? Is there something I can help you with? Ask questions whenever you encounter it. And if they say, my name is Bob, let's say, you can say, who are you to me? Are we related? Do I know you? It could be somebody, from an earlier part of your life, right? Or it could just be a complete stranger passing through. So I recommend that. Mangled said, free will is the universe's monkey wrench. Yes, yes, yes. Luna, yes, I'm very stressed and scared. I'm very, very sorry for everyone that is experiencing this fear, everyone. But I am sending you love and peace and healing and positive energy. Book club tomorrow morning. Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. Hi, Mel's. Stay tuned said, I've had a lot of former pets visiting lately, wondering if I'm noticing because I've been trying to raise my vibration. Yes. Anytime we are raising our vibration, we will start to have some type of strange spiritual experiences that we're not used to. Yes, 100%. Yes, yes, yes. Very much so. Yeah, I heard this. I heard this George Santos being released. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he's in trouble for something else. I mean, he's just a train wreck, this guy. It's another distraction. Tomorrow is no King's Day. It's just another distraction to get people talking about something else. Oh, you've been getting Botox for years and never had an issue. So it could have been, if it was a different person giving you the injections, they could have given you the wrong dose. I mean, literally anything is possible. They could have maybe hit a nerve, right? And like a direct hit on a nerve. There's a million different things that could go wrong with any type of injection. There's a lot of stuff in there, right? There's a lot of stuff in our head. I'm assuming I don't really know. I'm just assuming, do they give you the injections in your head? I'm just assuming that. So there could be anything that happened that was wrong, but I would try to find out what happened. Did they give you the wrong dose? You may never find out. And maybe not do it again. Like, how are your migraines daily, weekly, etc.? I've been missing what Mangled said. I wrote this note this morning. It's been missing. Just came inside from out back in the middle of the floor where I've been walking back and forth all day. Interesting that happened right as we're on here, right? We're all here in a community to raise the vibration, even though it's spooky season, right? We're all here in a community to raise the vibration. Steel toe sandals. I've been feeling my grandfather around me. Does he have a message for me? Okay, let me get my notepad. I'm gonna put my book away. Don't forget, book club tomorrow morning. Okay. I don't know if this is associated with you or him, but I'm seeing some type of hat. I don't know if it's I don't know the names of men's hats except for baseball caps and, bucket hats. That's about the extent of my knowledge. But I'm seeing some kind of hat that he wore, more formal, not a baseball cap or a bucket hat. And I don't know if this is associated with you or him. And he is saying very clearly, stop trying to please everyone. And this may be something you're already working on. He said, because people are going to judge you and be mad at you no matter what you do. So you might as well please yourself and make yourself happy. So Steel Toe, let me know if you understand the hat for you or him, or it's significant in some way, and the message. Hi, Gary for Grace. Can you read on why I've had problems with 2 older sisters? Very curious. Okay. They are, I'm hearing they're stuck in a loop and they're envious. They make me feel like you have a free mind and they don't. You have a free mind and they don't. You've been able to do your thing and they are envious of that. Let me know if that makes sense. If you want to learn mediumship at your own pace, I have a digital downloadable workbook, and I have a paperback on Amazon, Mediumship 101. I also have, the links are in the show notes. I'm dropping all my books because, books. How to Become Your Own Medium. These are both workbooks that you learn at your own pace. They have journal entries. They have prompts. They have lessons and things like that. You're welcome, Shifting Veils. Feel too much hope to be scared anymore. Good. Hello, Holly. Welcome, welcome. Wisdom Seeker, absolutely another distraction, right? Yeah, Gina said, I think she hit a nerve. Okay. That makes sense. Mangled. Vivian said to Mangled, a very meaningful card I kept. Ended up in my recyclable in the kitchen and flew out onto the floor. I'm 100%. It was spirit. Mangled. Oh, good. Stay tuned. How do you like it? So this is happening. This happens whenever we raise our vibration, whenever we're working together as a community, whenever, when I started my mediumship development 7 years ago, I think it was now, when I started getting in the groups, the development circles, all of us together would collectively have all of these more intense experiences. And it was amazing. It was amazing. The more you listen, the same thing can happen when you watch a movie, like a ghost movie, or what's that Bruce Willis movie where he is the ghost in the whole movie? The kid says, I see dead people. That movie, what's the name of it? When you watch stuff like that, or the movie Ghost with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze, you can start having more experiences, or you visit an area that's known for being highly haunted. Like, I used to live in Savannah, the Sixth Sense. Thank you. I used to live in Savannah, been there many times, and you walk around at night in haunted Savannah, or St. Augustine, another really haunted place. So yeah, you'll start having more stuff like that. All right. private readings. I have my spiritual guidance and card readings. I'm a little tired, can you tell? I don't know how long I'm going to make it. My spiritual guidance and card readings, one-on-one, are on sale for $79. My mediumship readings are on sale for $99. Okay. He wore a straw hat, loved, with a nice band. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Working on trying to please everyone. Yep. Very good. Perfect. Yeah. So here's the hat I drew, by the way. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's not a beautiful picture, but you can tell it's that kind of hat. I couldn't tell that was exactly what it was. I love it. That's very good. Yeah. People pleasing can be a big problem. Leota said, I guess they've always believed I was treated differently as 4 or 5. I don't feel that way at all. Well, you know what I'll say? When we are born in a big family, I have a big family myself, we get different parents. Each child has a different set of parents, even though it's the same people. Because especially from child 1 to child 4, a lot has transpired over those years, whether it's 4 years or 14 years. The parents are different. They probably are a little more lenient with the 4th child versus the 1st child. The responsibility put on the kids is different. The expectations is different. So that's their side of the street. Me and Aunt Jen talked about this on Wednesday morning. We're going to be live again this Wednesday. If you missed that announcement earlier, that's their side of the street to take care of, not yours. You can only take care of your side of the street, not what their issues are. I have a very large family, and I talk to one of my siblings every day and never, ever, ever, ever talk to any of the other ones. We have no relationship. Partly because I am on a different spiritual path than they are. I have different expectations for how people behave in relationships. And I'm not talking about some grand gesture like you have to bring me a platter of food with on a silver platter. And yeah, I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about respect. Let's not trash talk everybody as soon as we walk in the room with each other. Let's talk about something other than other people. I want to raise the vibration in my relationship. So it's not about you, Leota. It's about them. It's about them for sure. So don't take it personally. What's another book? I'm a big book recommender, and I always recommend the same ones. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Beautiful book, really short book. It's a small book. But one of the 4 agreements is don't take anything personally. What they do is because of them, not because of you. You can only take care of you. Okay. All right. So thank you, Mangled, for all of the links and stuff. Let's see. My uncle lives in an apartment building that used to be a hospital. He sees ghosts flying around. Yep. Very common. Yep. And ghosts can be anywhere. It's just sometimes they like the energy in certain places. They can be anywhere. Like people sometimes say, Savannah and St. Augustine have this battle of the oldest, most haunted city. And I'm sure New Orleans is in there somewhere too. But really, there have been people everywhere in our civilized parts of the world. So people have died everywhere. And spirits can come and go anywhere they want. Sometimes they just, like certain places, or not necessarily that they even like certain places, but the energy of that hospital is just a place that allows people to see the ghosts, right? Because it's a more active area. There's several reasons. Lady Shadow and I have talked about this in one of our podcasts, the Soul Twin Stars podcast, in one of the episodes. We talked about that very thing. Mangle, oldest test model unit right here. Yeah, I'm for, well, in the biological order of the kids that were in one house, I'm 4 of 5, but there's 8 of us all together. Blended family with some halvesies in there. Gina's the youngest, only have a couple of pictures of me as a baby. I don't even have a picture of me as a baby, so I hear you on that. It's not that they stopped caring. It's just back in the olden days when we were all born, the more kids you had, the less resources you had to keep taking pictures and getting them developed. And you had 4, 5, 6, 7 kids. It's like, oh, here's another one. It's not that they don't care. It's just the moms, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, the moms were the ones holding down the fort on all this stuff. And so they're busy. You got 4 or 5 kids hanging on you. That's why I told my husband when we got married, I only want 2 kids. He's like, I want 6 kids. I go, well, you can go have 6 kids. My uterus is closed after 2. And guess who had 2 kids? Me. Just 2 is all we had. Because I saw what my mom went through. It's very hard. Anybody here come from a big family but not have a lot of kids or no kids? It's very challenging what mothers go through when they're the primary caretaker, especially back in those days, because the mothers were the ones that not only took care of the kids and the house, but most of the time served dinner to the husband when he walked through the door. And then he would just leave his plate and they'd go watch TV or go to a bar, or whatever they did. Let's see. Leota, I always say, I'll always be the younger sister rather than argue. Yep, but you're an adult now, and they should treat you and respect you as an adult, whether or not you're the youngest. I have my younger sister. She has a similar, she's the youngest, and she's treated very much like she's still 10 years old by most of the people in the family, and she will be 50 in December. So some families just put people in a box and they leave them in that box forever. Every new member at any level tonight gets a free 3-card email reading. Every gift, super chat, or sticker gets put in a drawing for a free one-on-one reading. You get to pick. Will you want mediumship or spiritual guidance or cards? Aunt B, dying left me able to see, oh, that's right, you had an NDE, other people's energy. I know if they are lying. I just know things. I know when my aunt died. I know when people are sick. Do I have more gifts? I don't know about yet. And is it my purpose to help others? Well, the last answer first. Yes, all of us have a purpose to help others in the way we can. That varies from person to person, obviously. Not everybody's meant to be a medium. Not everybody's meant to be a firefighter, right? I would not want to be a firefighter. I'm a chicken and I wouldn't, but I can be a medium and I can help people with spiritual guidance all day long. That's my strength. I would say very likely if you see all of that and you're already experiencing that, yes, you have other gifts and you can develop all of these. I don't know if you got my guidebooks or my workbooks. They're only $27 if you want to check them out and see if they, resonate with you, if it's something you like. That's why I made the books. because a mentorship can cost thousands and thousands of dollars with a mediumship mentor. And I do that. I do classes and one-on-ones, etc. But some people don't want to invest that much money if they're not sure. And so the books are a really good way to figure that out. Yeah, parentification. Cage is a cage. Leota, no kids since it's a full-time job. It is a full-time job. People ask me all the time, Nik, how do you do everything that you do? Well, because my kids are grown and don't live with me. I have a cat now. She sleeps most of the time. So that's not a big problem. And my husband works a lot. And he's a coach. So like Friday nights, he's coaching football. So I have a lot of time. I used to work 2 jobs outside of the home all the time for decades, plus my kids, plus I got my master's degree, plus I worked for the Mars Society on the side as technically a 3rd job. And I still made sure I got 8 hours of sleep every night, or at least I laid in bed for 8 hours. I don't know if I always slept at night, but I think because I have some type of autism or ADHD or some combination, self-diagnosed, not officially diagnosed, I think I have an ability to multitask incredible, like amazingly. And I used to tell people I have a quantum computer brain. Like I can make 100 decisions in a second. That's an exaggeration, but it seems like that. So I'm very organized and I'm a list person. So that helps. Hi, Clown Town. Carol said, my parents had 6 kids and I pretty much raised the last 2 myself as a child myself. Yep. My mom had my older sisters do a lot, especially my one older sister, do a lot of the raising of my youngest sister. But when she was at school and I was home, I was a 5-year-old little girl taking care of feeding and changing the diapers of a newborn baby. So, yep. Yes, I get it. Mangled. My sister doesn't bother. I won't let her do whatever. I call out the bad behavior, and if my mouth doesn't say it, my face will. It's like my face, this meme, it says my face has subtitles. I see it on Instagram all the time. I was at the grocery store yesterday getting some chicken strips from the deli because I'm a sucker for Publix chicken strips. I put it in salad. So good. And I was listening, someone left me a message and they were like, the message was like every 10 seconds, there was another word. And I'm like, I'm holding the phone up and I'm like, kind of like, come on to the phone. And the lady at the deli goes, oh, I'll be right with you. I go, oh, no, it's fine. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just listening to the super slow message. So it was all over my face, right? And I have no ability to hide things on my face. Hi, Laura. So I get it. Do your own shadow work. That's right. Sorry, not sorry. Do your own shadow work. Other people's problems with you are most likely their problem with themselves. They're mirroring you. Like whatever they're insecure about themselves, or whatever they wish they could be about you. That's the thing. Think about the words you use too, because I hear words and I know things. But if I concentrate on what I'm feeling from the person, I then start to know what they're looking at because of what they feel. Right. You're probably very telepathic, claircognizance you have, I'm sure. Age and placement within a family is irrelevant. Some just never get any wisdom no matter how old they get. I'm going to respectfully disagree as a generalization. Because when there's a family of 5, 6, 7, or 10 or 12, my husband had an aunt that had 17 children in a row. And they used the excuse because she was Catholic. And I'm like, I was Catholic, and I guess how many I had too. And I think in a family of 2 versus a family of 6 or 8 or 10, there's a big difference. And that's my life experience. And even with my 2 boys, they're only 21 months apart. But the events that took place between my first and second child were pretty extreme. So they both were affected differently by that. And so that's my experience. But yes, people do need to grow up for sure. I'm not disagreeing with that part at all. And some people never grow up. Some people never. I have people in my life that are 60 something, 70 something, 80 something, even someone who's 92 almost, and they will never change. They're going to pass away when it's their time, in their pain and agony and their ego. Gail, since my husband passed away, started being a people pleaser, doing things I really don't want to do. This week I put my foot down. Good. Congratulations. That's amazing. When you say no, you mean it. Good. Because people listen, takers don't have limits. They'll keep taking. They'll keep taking and taking and taking. Good. I'm proud of you, Gail. Let's see. Capricious. I just found out that my sister-in-law has been saying things about me that are lies. Of course, my brother is a kitty cat whipped. My niece is also lying, and my sister-in-law is trying to get between me and my mom. Capricious, all you can do is take care of your side of the street. Tell your mom what you think is happening, or the evidence you have, or whatever you need to tell her, because if that's your most important relationship, talk to her. You can't listen. I will tell you this. I have experienced some extreme pain and treatment by my in-laws over the years. Absolutely uncalled for, low energy stuff. And I have not seen them in 12 or 15 years for any reasonable amount of time. Just at a funeral once I saw them, but other than that, haven't seen them, and they still try to start shit. I'll tell you an example. No, I won't. I'm not going to do it. So I wouldn't, I would just talk to your mom and let her know what's going on. And take care of your side of the street. That's all you can do. The truth comes out. It might be a year, it might be 5 years, might be 10 years. This is a great point. Spite. Sometimes I try to lead with love and light, but I have my moments. We need to lead with love and light. Stay tuned. Did I have a hallucination, or was this a spiritual thing? I must have missed something else. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. I must have missed that, the rest of it. Let me know the rest of that. Put it in one comment. Capricious overachiever. LOL. It's funny. Vivian said she knew her grandma was going to pass the week before. Ever since I was little, I can sense who is not honest or hidden with a hidden agenda. Yeah. Telepathy, claircognizance. Yes, yes. Absolutely. Vivian, I hope you saw me show the crow. I'm very happy with this crow. I love the crow. I sent a picture. I put the crow next to the cat and sent a picture to my family, and I said, my transformation is now complete. So I love the crow. Mangled has a spreadsheet. Okay. With my TBI, I learn by listening, so I need a mentor and audiobook to learn. I'm on SSDI and can't work. I'm corrects, and athlete, was always on the go, but now I'm unable, but I want to help others like you do. Email me. We can work something out. Have you seen all of my videos I have a playlist, Mediumship Information and Learning. There's a ton of free information in there. Email me. We'll work something out. We'll work out a barter. Mangled had to reparent herself. Yeah, I did too. Aunt B, my email is the same as my website here, Peaceful Nik the Medium @gmail.com. @gmail.com, Aunt B. Laura, my sister passed 1 year ago tonight. I didn't sense anything. I knew my mom was going to pass, just not how. She was 46. I've always known things, but not about the person I was closest to. Yes. So I'm sorry about your sister. Let me put my crow over here, lay him down to rest. Sometimes mediums don't have the ability to connect with their own loved ones in spirit. Now, for example, I was very close to my uncle. And if any of you have watched me with medium Kathy, over the past few years, we worked together a lot. He's come through to her many times. But I can't just pull him up to give me advice or information or whatever. My mom, I feel her presence all the time. She passed when she was 40. But I feel her presence all the time. But it's not the same as when I'm doing a reading. It's a very different feeling. Yeah, you have claircognizance for sure. I feel like your sister's trying to tell me something. Laura, was somebody responsible for their own passing, either purposefully, accidentally, or through negligence in this scenario? Leota, totally off subject. What do you think about the lemon A6 comet? I don't know what the lemon A6, are you talking about the Atlas, the 3-eye Atlas? Yes, my master's degree is in astronomy. Yes. If you're talking about 3-eye Atlas, I don't know what lemon A6 is, but 3-eye Atlas is not from this solar system. We've probably had millions or billions of extrasolar objects come through our solar system, but we've only recognized 3 of them in the last few years because we now have the technology to do it when we didn't before. So when we make these discoveries, people don't understand that the solar system, the universe is always changing. It's not static because we are now observing it. And so if I was an alien civilization, and I wanted to put a communications or recon probe in another solar system, I would use a body like a comet or an asteroid or some kind of body that already has momentum. We humans here on Earth have landed probes on comets and asteroids that are flying through our solar system before and taken images. You can Google it. You can go on NASA's website. It's pretty amazing. So we know it can be done. We can land things on these other objects. And if I was, instead of building a big spaceship to go to another solar system, I would use a body that already had momentum. It'd be a lot less expensive. Mangled. My baby sister called me mom by the time I was 10. Mom was an Asian immigrant. I was born to be her caregiver. Oh, honey. Oh, so common. So common. A lot of weird responses are just other people's unhealed trauma. Gold star. Gold star. I try to be compassionate if it is warranted. Gold star. Peter Pan syndrome. Clown Town. You would love mediumship. Okay, perfect. So far, Clown Town is in the running. The only one. Okay, thank you. Clown Town's going to be the winner of a reading. Why do people go there? I did. I showed her the evidence. We are good, Mom and I. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Yep. Yep. I saw trees in my bedroom, then a purple scarf. I tried to grab it and I got the corner and it ripped. I could feel it tearing and disappeared. I don't drink or anything. I was awake for sure. Oh, thank you, Capricious. I noticed the lighting when I put my regular lip color on. My lips just look really dark. It makes my mouth look dark, so I'm going red. So you're probably just getting, so we live in other dimensions. This is scientific and spiritual. Other dimensions crisscross us that we can't see, feel, or hear. So we have an example is the electromagnetic spectrum. You can see me, right? Because of visible light. Our eyes only pick up visible light. But there is a huge electromagnetic spectrum from gamma rays to radio waves, including ultraviolet, infrared, X-rays, all of those things that all the waves in the universe are on a spectrum. We only see a tiny bit with our eyes. So the analogy to what you're saying is, if you don't get, hold on, I lost my train of thought because I was distracted. The analogy is we can only see visible light. We can't see the other part of the spectrum. But the analogy is we live in the three-dimensional world, but there are other dimensions we can't see. But occasionally there's a little bleed over, and that's what happened. You saw something come through from another dimension, the spirit world, another dimension, however, it doesn't matter where, but you saw a little bit of that. And you can, and that's how it is when I connect with spirit. I am seeing these people, their dogs, their cars, their homes, their lakes, whatever. I can see that all in my head when I'm doing my readings. You can practice and learn to make that stronger. And yeah. Thank you, Capricious. Been getting crows at my house lately. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Mangled. Slowly working on my mediumship skills. Yeah, just let me know. We'll email you. I feel like you're the one who can help me find my full potential. Always helped others in need of purpose. Yeah. Maybe we'll start a small group. Laura, it was health, but she ignored it, causing her death. Oh, yeah. So bodily neglect. Yeah. Okay. Okay. She's trying to tell me something. She's Laura, this is for you. I hope you're still here. She's trying to tell me you were always better than her, but she's saying it as a compliment, not as a criticism. Let me know if you understand why she would say that. She may have felt like it was in life, she may have felt differently, but in spirit, she's saying you were always better than her. I don't know if this was a thing between you two, but that's what she's saying. There was an article on New Scientist behind a paywall, of course. There was a star that died and ate a black hole. Now the black hole ate its way out of being eaten. So this is, I would have to see what it said, but this is how it works. Stars become black holes. And in the middle of galaxies and other places in galaxies, giant stars, the biggest stars millions of times bigger than our sun, if you can believe it, they exist. Stars millions of times bigger than our sun, when they get to the end of the fusion line, which is iron, so they fuse hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, blah, 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 all the way to iron. When they get to iron, if they're a big, big, big star, millions of times bigger than the sun, they turn into a black hole. Now, black holes can combine in the centers of galaxies. We have video of this from other galaxies. Our telescopes can pick up the gravitational pull of what's happening around black holes, and when two black holes are orbiting each other, and then eventually the gravity combines the two black holes, and then you can get a big giant trail of stuff coming out, which is pretty cool looking. So now the black hole ate its way out of being eaten. I don't know what that means. But black hole, once you're a black hole forever, as far as we know. So I would love to know. Clown Town, lemon is different than 3i. I haven't heard of that. We have lots of comments though. 3i, Clown Town says 3i is aliens. Okay, well, as a scientist, I must say that it looks like a natural object based on the science, not saying that it couldn't have an alien probe on it. It is possible. I don't know what the lemon is. I haven't heard about that yet. Bye, Aunt B. Okay, honey, email me. And Gina T. Okay, all right. We got two takers for the free reading. Clown Town said, I feel lately like I'm seeing stuff that is not there when I look again. It's weird. Maybe the veil is thinning. Keep seeing repeated numbers all day, almost every day. What are my guides and angels trying to tell me? Oh, that's two different people. Okay, sorry. Clown Town. So a lot of people say the veil is thinning. So seeing things out of the corner of your eye is part of external clairvoyance. Very common, very common. And if you feel compelled to learn more about it, watch my free videos here on YouTube. The playlist is Mediumship Information and Learning, and there's a Mediumship Tips and Tricks. Watch those. Watch other mediums videos about different parts of mediumship and see if it's resonating with you. See if you learn anything. If you like my videos, send me an email, let me know. If you like somebody else's stuff, talk to them. When you want to have guidance from somebody on something as important as mediumship or psychic or cards or guidance or whatever, you want to find the right fit for you personally. Not everybody's the right fit. It's like picking a doctor. You don't just want any doctor, right? You want somebody that you feel comfortable with, or picking a therapist. You want somebody that you can feel like you can trust and learn from. So let me know. You can email me with any questions. Okay. Lady Luck keeps seeing repeating numbers. What are they trying to tell you? So for anybody that is having this experience, this is what you have to do. When you see the repeating numbers, so let's say you see 1111, take a moment if you can, if you're in a place that you can take a moment, take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, 3 times, and project out with your mind and say, what are you trying to tell me? What is the lesson? Or let's say someone just told you something very important and you were distracted. Say a loved one came in the room and said, blah, 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 this and such and blah, 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 something important. And then you saw the 1111. Take a moment and think, okay, Spirit's bringing my awareness to that 1111. So I pay attention to what this person said because what they said is important. That's another scenario. So you have to understand it's not always one thing. It can be multiple things. And also I'm hearing pay attention and patience. That's my guides are telling me to tell you that. Pay attention and patience. That's what I'm hearing for you, Lady Luck. Pay attention and patience. Laura snapped. I was always told she was better than me. Wow. Wow. And that's why she's saying you're better than her. Wow. That blows my mind. And I will tell you, Laura, she's not better than you. Nobody's better than anybody else. We're all on our own journey, and you have beautiful, amazing talents and love to give. So never feel like you're not good enough. Okay, honey. Can you start a group? Well, my schedule's been super bonkers. Somebody email me and put in the subject line, please start a psychic mediumship development group. Okay. Put it in there because I'm not going to remember because I got to go live for members only right after this. Email me, peacefulnikthemedium@gmail.com. I'd be happy to do it. I just have to fit it in. The holidays are coming up, you know. Interesting video on parallel dimensions. Light through one or more holes in a sheet of paper, not woo. Yeah. Yes. That's the double slit experiment. So that's a real thing. The double slit experiment is where how we it's one of the parts of quantum physics where the particles they send through, the particles of light or the electrons or whichever types of particles they're sending through, makes a different pattern depending on whether it's being observed or not. Fascinating. You're welcome, Laura. How do I throw my hat in for a free reading? The free readings are with super chat, stickers, gifts. So you see Wisdom Seekers in the ring now. $5 super sticker. Woohoo! Laura said I'll be joining tomorrow. Okay, I'll be on the book club. Magical Mondays with Nik and Lady Shadow. Monday night, we always pull cards. 11/13. Well, happy early birthday. Just visiting. Again, the same thing I said a few minutes ago to the other person. Pay attention to what's happening in that moment. What did somebody just tell you? What did you just experience? What's in your mind in that moment? If nothing is happening, deep breaths and ask out to the ether, to the universe, to spirit. What are you trying to tell me? What does this mean? And just pause and listen. Pause and listen. Okay. Thank you, Mangled. Thank you, Mangled. Clown Town. Hi again. Okay. So the drawing for the readings, your reading will be one-on-one on a Zoom. Okay, so just be aware of that. It won't be here live. It'll be like one of my regular everyday readings that I do with my clients. It'll be one-on-one on a Zoom. Oh, you were great with Linda G. Thank you very much. I had a great time. I always love talking to Linda. You're welcome, Lady Luck. Almost 20 to 9 if you need a new before members show. Oh yeah, so members only show is in 33 minutes from now. It's only members, so if you want to become a member, do that now. We do a little more intimate setting there. So members only, and I think my membership started at $2.99 or something. Yes, Mangle, that is projecting. We're all enough, just as we are. Sandy Namia. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. Will my mom recover from her stroke? How can I help her? What is going on with my own neuropathy? Will we move house next year? Okay, that's a lot of questions. Recovering from stroke takes time. I'm not a doctor, but I will say I'm hearing homeopathic remedies and naturopath, those words. Look into that. I am not at all ever saying, and nor would I ever say, don't follow the doctor's orders. If the doctors give you instructions, follow them. That for sure. But there are also some alternative things that you may be able to look into. Alternative medicines, homeopathy, naturopathic medicine. Okay. Same thing for your neuropathy. Okay. Vivian, when I started seeing repeated numbers, I eventually watched Nik's old video on how to find your spirit guide. For me, it's opening a new world. Yes, Vivian's one of my mentees. And who sent me my crow? I love my crow. And she's wonderful. And I have to always tell her she's growing so rapidly spiritually that I have to always tell her, keep a foot on the ground, girl. Keep a foot on the ground. I told her she's going to be levitating before she knows it. She's moving so fast. I'm so proud of you, Vivian. All right, here's my email. Every new member at any level gets a free 3-card reading tonight. Every gift, super chat, or sticker gets put into a drawing for one free reading, one-on-one reading. Y'all are, I'm loving all this. This is amazing. I'm doing this every time now. Yes, I'll have a list. So what I'll do, either tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll go through my list on my YouTube studio and I will do a live video picking the person who wins. And I will tag you by tomorrow. Within 24 hours, you'll be tagged in a post on YouTube. So check my posts on YouTube within 24 hours to see if you won. So thank you guys. Crows are very smart. Yes. You're welcome, Lady Luck. You're welcome, Sandy Namia. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Acupuncture, if it's safe, yes. But there's like other type. There's a whole bunch of different like essential oils and things like that, and all different kinds of things. Homeopathic medicine. Naturopathic medicine, which is a medical doctor that just follows the naturopathic route, and osteopathic medicine. That's also a real doctor. Bye, Leota. Okay, so I have to get ready for my members only. Oh, and yes, perfect. Be sure to click notify on all your YouTube subscriptions. I didn't even think of that. You're welcome. Vivian. Yeah, if you click notify, you'll get notified every time I'm going live. Sometimes in the middle of the week, I just pop on a live randomly. So I have Clown Town, Gina, Wisdom Seeker, Steel Toe, and Lady Luck in the running for the free reading. Check my post by tomorrow for the free giveaway. And I will be live for members only in about 30 minutes. So I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys all for being here. It's been a wonderful discussion, and I will see you all later. Bye. See you in the morning. If you're not a member, I'll see you in the morning for book club. Good night, everybody.